What's up? This is BJ the Chicago Kid, and you're watching Ambrosius Forehead. Peace. Wow, it's crazy. It's the first I would have to say was like a Frank McComb CD maybe, or even go before that. I mean, just purchasing something that I was on count. My first placement was Urban Nights with Ramsey Lewis. That's a huge blessing in itself. Like, the older I get, I really think about like my very first time in a professional studio recording something that's going to be sold in stores, sold online, was with Ramsey Lewis, a jazz great, well respected for years, long before my time, long before my birth. Like, me understanding that now, I see God's setup of my career. A lot of times people don't pay attention to that until you're gone, unless you say it. So I feel like it's very important that I point out certain things that can help people understand that I'm very special at what I do. Wow, Brenda's Got a Baby, Tupac. just to be totally official. Besides church music, and of course I grew up in church, so I mean, of course you got a lot of of those songs and those songs that you live by. But like, it's crazy. How did I really learn all the words to Brenda's Got a Baby, man? I used to record videos on a VHS. I used to be the guy in front of Planet Groove, or be that kid in front of Video Soul. That was just me. Like, I lived and breathed this. Like, I remember times waking my dad up from beating on pots and pans because the top of the pans just looked like cymbals. I always used to love Slick Rick, Eazy-E. I used to love that dope boy flow. It's crazy, man. I was on the block with my guys, whether we was hooping, shooting dice, messing with girls, stealing candy, whatever we was doing. I mean, we grew up on the south side of Chicago. I mean, it was manicured lawns, but yet and still, it's people got found in trunks a couple blocks over. I mean, you still hearing gunshots, man. Some kids ain't making it home from school. His life was still real. Like, I recall going to walking to school one day, and a big homie of mine, he was walking out the house at the same time, and he offered me a ride to school. So we talking. School is only 5 minutes away. Halftime we get to school, I'm in this new car checking out the seats, exploring the car. He played DMX, Jay-Z, Money Cash Hoes. It messed me up. I've never been the same. Like, wow. So at the end of the day, these type of records exist. These type of artists exist. I live in this world. I know this. I had to find my voice. Like, what is my medium to connect all of these people that I'm a fan of as well? I have something for all of these people. So that's how you get records like His Pain. His Pain, Kendrick, in my mind, when I first heard Kendrick's voice, his verse, I was like, whoa. Because he said, and he put himself in the shoes of another person. Like, I feel like a line in there a lot of people didn't get, when he said, they shot back, the bullets missed me and hit that little boy. I don't know why he keep blessing me. I know some people was like, man, that's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy because he's in the shoe of that maniac. You know what I'm saying? It's that mentality of that life. He really understands everything that man went through to say that was a blessing for him. It's a different mentality. It just gives you a better window of inside of that person's mind. A lot of times we let you inside our minds, maybe our friends' minds, but that's another place to be. It's been plenty of times where I've been at clubs and I got a call the next morning like, yo, you know Tony? Like, nah, I don't know Tony. He was at the club last night. He got shot. I heard he didn't make it home. You know what I'm saying? I've had plenty of calls like that. That was a real testimony in that song that people don't know. Like, it's not, and we're not forcing religion on nobody. I feel like my fans, they do what they do religious-wise. I have no say so. I have no judgment in that. I just feel like at the end of the day, I know what keeps me going, and I'll tell you that. When I realized I couldn't live without it, I can't. I can't do nothing without music, man. Like, what I'm supposed to do? Work at a barbershop? Who here gonna look good? Who like what is my step down? There is not one, man. Like, in school, man, I did what I was supposed to do when it was time. The other time I was hooping, chasing girls, shooting dice, trying trying to live, you know what I mean, just a life, trying to enjoy my young life, man, with my friends, and just that what it was. So at the end of the day, me knowing that music was going to be my occupation even back then, when my dad said, man, if you don't get a job or you don't go to college, you're going to the Navy, hearing all of that. Like, my dad was partially the reason why my career is what it is. A lot of people would say that it was a different type of story, but just in a nutshell, I was still living with my dad at the time. My brother just got married, bought a house in the Huntington in Chicago, and me and my dad had got into it. It was like early afternoon. And we got into it so bad, like I was just like, I'm out. My boy that actually taught me how to count bars, man. This guy, same guy that got me on the Ramsey Lewis project, Kevin Randolph, he just moved to LA. He was MD and Mary Mary's band at the time. And they had a singer, he was, you know, fluctuating or whatever, and he was getting ready to leave. They said, if you get here, you can have the job. I mean, you gotta get here. So I'm really familiar with that, showing initiative and showing you want it type of thing, because in life, that's what it's about. So I left my dad's house that day. I packed my stuff in garbage bags, like 3 garbage bags. I ain't had no luggage, no nothing, man. I ain't had no money. Man, I went to my brother's crib, stayed for like a week. I arranged things with Kevin. I called a friend, and this will let you know I really wanted it. I stayed with a friend's family whom I've never met. They could have been killers, they could have been rapists, they could have been drug dealers. The DEA could have been watching their crib for 2 years waiting for this day and not come to their crib. You know, anything could have happened. But I knew I was destined for greatness that much, and that crib wasn't my final destination, so I said, hell, I'll deal with it when I get there. I told myself, man, life gonna always give me ups and downs. I'm always gonna have good days, bad days. I'm gonna have man follow my dreams, player, straight up. I'm not finna sit at home and be wishing and thinking about what could have happened. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm going to make this happen. It's no telling me no. So I get $1 million, I just need 1 yes. With that 1 yes, I'm gonna make do with that till those $1 million be like, we messed up. Because we could at least gave him 5. And those 5, I would have took advantage of those 5 and made the best out of that. But that's what life is about to me. So my mom, the day before I left, my mom said, you know, at least, you know, come by, I got a ticket for you. My dad worked at United Airlines at the time. At that time, it was like carbon tickets. So you write your name on this one ticket, it bleeds to all 4 tickets. That's your book of tickets. Can't nobody else get these tickets. I don't know how. My mom pulled this book from under the nightstand, and I feel like it's a movie, man. 1 ticket left. Her name was not on that last ticket. How was that? Every ticket was gone. Even the ink said her name on it. The ink had her signature from her, everything. How did I get that last ticket with nothing on it? A one-way. Mad at Pops, motivation. He wanted me, I told you what he wanted me to do. He thought I was going to go to college or the Navy or just get a job. Like, nah, Pops, y'all raised me the best y'all could. Now let me take that and run with it. Let me show you what you taught me. Let me really kind of take this thing and take it over and show you what my dreams are now.